You will never overcome by analyzing the problem. You have to see the victory. Jesus despised the cross, but he was looking at the victory. All right, I'm going to tangent here, but this is a good one. Paul says to Timothy, Timothy had a problem with being timid. You know, you see it through the scriptures as Paul talks with him. Paul said, he had not given you the spirit of fear. Timothy was often afraid. He was a young man, and he was somewhat frail. And Paul said this to him. He said, remember Jesus, who gave a good confession before Pontius Pilate. Paul knew that scene. And even as Paul was raged, bloodthirsty to the point of lunacy. I mean, you read the scriptures, Paul is not exaggerating when he said, of men I was the chief of sinners. He was a bad man. He would hunt people outside of his jurisdiction to bring them into captivity. He was enraged by the church. But something about that moment when he saw Jesus, because Jesus purchased his victory at Gethsemane. Jesus prayed through, and he saw himself being resurrected. Hear me out. It wasn't at the point of crucifixion. At Gethsemane, he prayed through. He got the victory. And when he stood before Pilate, Pilate said to him, are you the Son of God? And as beaten and as broken as he was, with blood coming down his back, because he knew that confidence, he said, you better believe I am. Paul said, remember that, Jesus. Can you imagine Peter bringing to Jesus at the point of crucifixion in Gethsemane and saying, Jesus, I know you're dead set on going through the crucifixion. I tried to stop you a while back, but you're dead set. So I brought an expert on crucifixions. Now this guy has seen hundreds of them, and he's here to talk to you about the mental trauma that you'll endure. He's broken the stage of crucifixion into 9 stages. Dr. Kubler-Ross. No, I'm sorry about that. Sorry, you guys are going to pull me out. He's broken this crucifixion. He's going to tell you all about. Can you imagine that? Jesus, who for the joy set before him, you will win the battle, not by analyzing the problem, but by focusing on the victory.